Hey, Wibble, Wibble, you see.
Let's continue playing Master of Orion 3. When we last left off, we had victory in the Weather system, but ultimately we've lost the Alpha Indy system. We ended last video on a negative. I've created two infantry corps, which are going to help take the Alpha Indy system in the next few turns. And yeah, we want this system sorted in ours very, very shortly. Other news, we have some troop frees now built, so hurrah there. In fact, go to the shipyards and actually start scrapping the obsolete designs now. Other than that, we continue onwards. So, assaulting the Wazet system, assaulting the Alpha Indy system. Right, so we have lots of troops there. And we have lots of troops here. Right, control, victory is ours. They're starting to fall out. Finally, we take something on the Alpha Indy system. Science Guilds is now ready to be implemented. So, overdriving test tubes are now up. Alright, you're next. Thankfully, as this is ours anyway, they're still kind of subjugated, but meh, it's fine. Right, this is a poor system, so why am I actually bothering with that at the moment? Government. More industry. More research. And some mining for the sake of it, because someone's got to mine. Other than that, now we have a second system here. This is the small, pointless system, but is rich. Come on, in we go. So, double mining. We have some industry going on here. I might as well set this up as a small mining world, to be honest. No, actually, show the government there. Put the additional mining there. Okay, so hooray for small mining world. Alright, next up, we need additional ground transports coming in. Another elite marine corps. And I think we are, yeah, we're getting, definitely need another one just to be sure. Another elite marine corps. As you can see now, Eagles and Falcons frees are now being built. Awesome. And now I can finally concentrate on this side of the war. So, looking at our planets with high levels of production, what are you actually building? Lots of those. More troops, please. Except your marines are almost done, and we are going to need more marines soon. Right, assault. Assault. Still going to try and take on this planet. Victory and victory. Again, starting to lose numbers back there. Right, air control on both. Lost a few buildings and things, that's fine. And new planet, which is average. So, mining. Government. Industry, and we'll have some mining research done there. Good. Other than that, we now need to... Darn it, didn't move you. Let's go and just make sure of things. I'm going to send another ground transport squadron over to you. Worst comes to the worst, it will sort itself out eventually, I guess. Meanwhile, over on this side of the universe, I suppose, yeah, not a lot's really happening over on that side of the universe. It's all about this small little tight area of space which we want. And they don't seem to want us to have it for some bizarre reason. AI control. Yeah, we're about even on fleet numbers, but we were victorious. Hooray! Alright, so Alpha Indy is now back in ours again. Awesome. And they've mostly been turning it into mining, which I suppose kind of makes sense. We do have a government. We have to have two governments. We're going to change that from military. Durr. They messed up all of my valuable planning. That's what they did with this. Mining. Actually, they can probably afford to have another mining there for now, just to be sure. because we're no longer double used versus acquiring because of all of my weird swapping around. Tritanium, which now standard issue of all ground units, so ground troops are now better armoured. Excellent. Well, let's advance on a little. Meanwhile, new ground troops here. Let's go for a marine army. Let's be on the safe side. We still have some troop mark 2s, so I might as well just use up them for now. It's got to be a flotilla then, hasn't it? No, we need 1 in the escort ring and 1 in the picket ring. We have a ship in the escort ring. Yeah, there we go. Right, accept. So, Wazza system will slowly become ours. Which is a good plan. Alpha Indy. Oh, they're still attacking it. Oh, darn it. Control, and we'll just walk in and lose. Economic buildings on Alpha Indy 5 have been demolished. Not quite sure why that was the case, but yeah, well, whatever. Couple of links between systems. We now have a new colony ship on Awen, which needs some migration, I think. Also, don't need migration there anymore. This does need some migration, though. Meanwhile, over here, we lost, didn't we? Let's have another experienced corps. That'll be in a couple of turns. You've sent a carrier detachment up to there. Don't like you for that. Let's get rid of that and that. Just go in with a squadron. 1 turn. Should be enough for a carrier. Take out the carrier fleet. And wormhole. That would be why they've actually gone and attacked us. And how they've managed to get something that's miles away from their area. Look how many planets they've got. Jeez, alright. No choice about it now. We've got to go on the attack. Oh, darn it. We're now down to trained only. I'm going to start building some more. Darn it. Going to have to start building some more guys. But yeah, we need to put a massive dent into their empire or we are going to be in trouble. I would imagine. Oh, we are ahead of them in attack race, but just. But it's other races that we're sort of in trouble with here. Right. Frisch. Why are you always building troops? Stop building troops. We don't want troops here. We need you to start building battleships. Lots and lots of battleships. 6%, yeah. 6% of overall production into battleships. It is a good plan. Trust me on this. Maybe. I don't know. It might not be a good plan. Moving on. You have... Yeah, you have various things you're going to. Right. Assault Hera. Defend the Alpha Indy system. Assault Planet. Victory. Okay. Victory, no casualties. That's the one we want. Right. Assault and assault. Gained 1 region. Diplomacy messages. Yeah, I don't mind improving that. You're not currently attacking us. Right. Overhead to there. You go ground transport. New trained corps. Get rid of some of our troop 2s. I'm not going to scrap them because they're they're the same speed actually, so. Right. You. I want to get there as well. So what's actually here worth grabbing? Probably not an awful lot looking at that, but I want to attack their empire now. I want early warning systems in place. And I don't know about that empire. Alright. Also, was that 2-2? That's 2-0. And no, we don't want to end the current game just yet. We're still playing. So, yeah, new turn. Assault the Wizard system, and yes, they've come and attacked. They've come in force on the Hera system. We're going to assault the planet, though. We're going to gamble here. I'd rather put them on the defensive than us being on the defensive. So they started the war. They can't complain. This is where we lose. We lose bad, isn't it? Draw. But we didn't suffer... Nah, they didn't suffer any casualties, though. So calling it a draw is a bit misleading, I think. AI control. Gain ground in both. We can now build battleships. Also, one of you needs to build a mobilization center, and I think it's going to be you first. No, do we already have a mobilization center? Or did I just not see it because I'm blind? Obviously that one's probably got a government built, and that's why. It's building a government, that's why. Okay. So that's got to be the mobilization center, which has got to go there. Right. So with that considered, we have multiple colony ships inbound. Let's go and create a new task force. Long range attack. Actually, can we upgrade that to flotilla? Yeah, let's take out the troop ships, but let's see. That's going to have to be a squadron then, which is fine. We can stick with that as a squadron, actually. So there we are, squadron of threes. And you can get down there in how many turns? You can actually get down there in one turn. Excellent, we're going to need it. Then we'll deploy a task force of long-range attack squadrons. Get rid of the troop ships, because they're not going to help us a lot. Accept. And you can try and get down there as well. 2 turns. Yeah, we don't want it slowed down if we're going to have problems like that. Meanwhile, ground transports. Let's have another Marine Corps send in the hopes it will change the masses. Well, I should go send in 2 just because it needs to start happening. We can't waste any more time up there. Salt planet on both counts. Actually left, which is a little surprising. They're going to let us have it. Gain ground in all areas. Lots of technology. Okay, we're gonna have to tech up in a bit, aren't we? Did they actually come back? Because that's something they might have considered. Anyway, ground transport. Let's have a trained army. Well, blood cruiser in support. Actually, no, let's not do that. There we go. Let's have you down there. And then over here. Another set of ground transports. Right. Wars are going to be won. I don't know. How many colony ships are we sending over here? And there's quite a lot of yellows, and some of these are quite useful, but yeah. Oh well. That is for another time, I think. Onwards with the turn. The slow advance of war must be fought. AI control, AI control. Unfortunately, no troops on Hera this time, so Fight. Right, conquered the Wesat 4 system. We conquered Hera 6, and we gained regions on 2 of the Wesat systems. Hooray! Hera's nearly ours. Right, now large hostile animals and abandoned colony. So that's okay. So a lot of miscellaneous benefits which don't really affect us at this stage of the game. Government, military, It's fairly poor, but I'll put 2 mining on there for the sake of it, and research. Research. In fact, research industry can probably go, actually. Alright. They also have a colony detachment there, actually. Are they looking at going into the Mahu system, maybe? Well, either way, we want that area sorted and taken off them, definitely. Another Marine Army. We're just going to take this in and... So 4 more ways we should have that system ours. That's the plan. Salt Planet, Victory, and... Victory. Air control. We have lots of troops inbound. See how well they do. Oh, we beat one. Oh, darn it. And spies are assassinating our leaders again. I haven't really looked at the spy menu, have I, since doing this, but oh well. Well, one has also got a colony ship on it. Hooray. Although, why is that so... It's a green system, we just put a thing on it. Scrap that design. Our own planets, let's just find low-end scale ones. Let's have something... Yeah, there we go, migration. We have a lot of systems. A lot of systems, but seemingly no more unrest. And also class 4 shields are now done. So I think, yeah, now we're sort of getting to the point where we need to upgrade things again. Regional flak batteries, missiles, miniaturized impulse drives. We don't have impulse drives, do we, though? Maybe we can wait till level 31. It might be possible, anyway. More economical versions. If we can wait till level 31, that's going to help us out a lot, so we'll consider it. Meanwhile, we did send an army down there, which... did that win, or did it not? I don't think that one won, did it? Okay. Let's get rid of that. Do we have a troop free? Yes, we do. Right. That'll be there in 1 turn. Go. Assault. Hera's going to be ours. And we're getting 2 regions on it. Where's that freeze now? Ours. Diplomacy. I want to improve our research agreements. I agree with that. Right. Oh, darn it. No, I did not do. We'll set up another one of these. Troop 2. Troop 2. 2 turns. Only 2 more planets left on this area now, so in theory, this is all going up ours at the moment. All coming up us. I think this is their homeworld. I'm very surprised if it's not their homeworld, actually. We have a government, we need research. Rather urgently, I think. And all that bioharvest, yay. But we'll change that to industry. You have lots of mining. I'm not going to argue with that, actually, because it might be useful for us to have a planet with like that. Meanwhile, you're actually rich, so you can go and do lots of industry. And 1 government. Smuggler's Haven. Wow. So that's actually a horrible system to make into a massive... negative 20% on most things. We'll live, I suppose, just about. And don't get rid of that. Troop 2. Troop 2. And you'll be there in 2 turns. Right. Just in case we need it. Assault. AI control, and... Come on, we can take the Hera system. There we go. Alright, system's now pretty much ours. Hyuk 1 is average. Government, military, natural fuels. Manufacturing efficiency by 3. So let's put our industry things in there. Can then put some. Change those to mining. Yeah, habit. I tend to put the government and military in the last slots just because. But research, research, more mining, more industry. And then Ferians 2, which can go mining. Mining is quite poor actually, so I'm going to go. We're going to put 4 in, I think. 4 and 4, government, military, and that leaves 4 more research points. Whew, lots of effort today. Yeah, lots of various things. Personnel, how are we doing on this actually? You're like 17 and so you're basically worthless. You're also basically worthless. We're going to have to now recruit some more spies. Yeah, these cost a lot actually to maintain, but basically the only reason we're going to keep these along at all is to kind of defend here. We're not considering attacking with these at all. They did go for one of our leaders, which is a bit annoying, but meh. Right, so with all that considered, you could really do having you build a... Where are we? No, we can't do it because, of course, we can't get this one first, which is a rubbish little system, but it's the one that's got the mobilization center on it. Ah! Oh well, it's done now. We might yet take the other one off them. So looking at how things might go, that's the danger system. But we can probably go and conquer that one. Or at least annoy them. So I'm going to send off a couple of my long squadrons to go and have a look. Salt, salt, and turn. Don't really want to do a lot there, but yeah, destroy their buildings, why not? And we're getting ground in that area. Right, we need to deploy another corp. That'll end up there. Our transport squad should have arrived. You can go and head to the herring system, which will be there in 2 turns. Hunting system, rather. Is that actually any good for us, or is it just going to be a sort of... It's just going to be a system that's there, isn't it? It's not actually that useful. And we are slowly taking over that system. Excellent. So, we need to consider our invasion down there if we're going to invade at all. You're down there. Can't really do a lot to help you at this stage of the game. Also, we have a bit of yeah, we have a bit of thing. That's what we have. Bit of thing. And considering we have a bit of thing, what are you actually doing? You're building missile bases. I'm actually going to have you build that, because that allows you to go and size up and get to battleships. And then we're probably going to have you build some more bloodships. I don't mind the whole missile defense base type things being built, but it's one of the least useful places to actually build it, because obviously it's out there where if we have to worry about our home system being invaded, we've done things very badly wrong. How are we doing on fleets? Heavy armor and large shield generators are being built. Once we have that, we'll go and do another tech up. Right, assault, and we're going to intercept the fleet. No combat. Yeah, continue. Control. 2 more regions. Okay, nearly ours. Also, we've now made the bombers. So that's an upgrade to our fighter craft thing. Battle computers, battle equipment for fighters, which we approve of, I suppose. Level 29 we're finishing off now. So we're not too far away, I don't think, from getting our getting our fleet things. Let's actually downgrade that to 10% and go upgrade that to 30% for now. Also, PSYOPs are coming in shortly. They're going to help us out a lot. It's those small sort of minor upgrades on the... the small minor upgrades on our attack forces, which underground forces, which are just going to make all the difference. Yeah, so looking at these, all of these, with the exception of that, are sort of one area systems. So we're going to invade backwards from this. Hopefully we can get this place a mobilization center at some point this year. Though I'm not overly hopeful, I'll be honest. I'm really not. Assault, assault. Assault planet. We might as well get rid of those defenses. Yeah, victory. Going to control that one purely because we don't want them actually attacking it. Attack. Oh, actually, our troops have kind of... Okay, that's fine. Done. We're not going to bombard the planet any further. And whoops. I hadn't actually meant to go and conquer that area, but oh well. It's ours now. Hooray! Hera system now completely ours. And it's a rich area, actually, so... not a bad thing to take. Rare plants. Research efficiency by 25%. More research. More mining. More mining. More mining. Double industry. That can go to bioharvest. But it can't because it can't live on this soil. So military and government. And double industry there as well. Right. So Hera system now completely ours. And again, we look at our sort of minerals to use to not use ratio. I think we can now go and swap all of your mining to industry. Yeah, all of it. Change. 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 Change and change. Yeah, that's my 30-minute reminder, even though it's not quite a 30-minute reminder because I did these last two videos in one go. So, yeah. Next, this system has 6 it's not going to be using anymore, so more industry. And more industry here. And there. That's the only 2 I'm going to do for now, though I could probably do even more if I went here as well. Well, I'll do some here, but I'm not going to make a massive... just 2. Not a massive shift yet. I like to have a lot in reserve. I like it to be closer to the 2-to-1 ratio before I start doing this massively. Just because you never know when things will occasionally happen. So a couple of recon detachments there. That's what's causing the problem. Alpha Indy, yeah, there. Let's go and create new task force. Long range flotilla of... yep, there we go. So that's our new upgraded flotilla. That'll be there and will secure things. Next we want a ground transport. Just going to go straight for an army. No point in wasting time or anything else. That can go to there. And even though this is... there's only one... actually there are still 2 left. And we'll have another one. Right, once that's done, we'll have a turn. See how things go. Victory. Control this again, because I don't want them to destroy the buildings on it, if I can. They do it by default if there's nothing to do, but Enigma's available. Yay, we conquered the Where's That 7 system. So, prayer plants again. A bit more research there, I think, and also more research there. Government. Military. It's average, so not going to worry too much about everything else here. You should be able to buy a harvest on it. More industry. And one more system, one more planet to go. It's the largest one, though. So, with any luck, this is going to be the last infantry army I have to build there. It probably won't be, knowing my luck, but hey. I'm optimistic, sometimes. You head over to there. Transport shuttle arrive in 1 turn, which we shall end now. Right, assault both planets. Go on, I'd like to end the video on a high here. We ended last video, well, the video before this was complete backwards in comparison. Control AI control. That should be conquered. This is probably not going to be. Gained ground. More economic stuffs. Hoorays! We don't mind economic stuffs. So, hunting is now ours, and this means that our advance will continue, because next on our list we are going for the Rumad system. And then we're just going to go backwards through that half of their empire. We're going to split it in two, and then we're going to move on from there. So, the Shadow 2012, playing Master of Orion 3, being the Master. Where are we on this? No, where are we on this? That's kind of one thing I do want to see here. We want to see our own line because that's important. Unless our own line is exactly the same as their line, I suppose, but... Well, either way, we're in first place according to this random chart. Hooray! And on this little thing here, we are level 30. We're basically 1 or 2 turns away from having all of these done. And once they are done, fleet upgrades. Also, ion drives and dotamite crystals. We got our next level of technologies in place. Awesome. Awesome. Until then.